Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So actually just follow up on last video on the how lonely it is in America, and I think also a lot of parts of the West, because this guy was complaining about he cannot meet people.
We're like the club is absolutely useless. Like the club, forget about that.
Everybody is stuck to their phones and their bubble. Um, so I want to talk a little bit about the, I guess, one avenue which people used to meet people back in the day. I think maybe 10 years ago, and that is the club. So club used to be a big place where everybody just dress up. They gotta meet friends, and then you talk to strangers. You get to know them, and then you have some fun, and then you dance. There's music going on, and gradually, I wouldn't say it's these days, but gradually there's been a lot of commercialization of the club. So people not don't really go to clubs anymore. A lot of clubs, they're either empty or they're so like cringy. They're so cliche. The people going there just getting drunk, and I mean nothing against that, but I just don't find it. Um, I don't find the clubs in the West to be as interesting as they are in Asia, and though obviously there are a lot of different ones in Asia, different cities. So I'm gonna talk about two cities, Shanghai and Hong Kong. I attended some clubs in Shanghai. Um, Shanghai, Hong Kong both have very good clubbing scenes and good nightlife scenes, and um, I think in the West used to have the good clubs, but somehow they went downhill. People these days are on their phones when they're going to clubs. They're just taking selfies and posting them on Instagram. They're not talking to anybody, so it's harder and harder to make friends with these people. And I think the biggest reason why people aren't going to clubs in the West is because of Kim Kardashian, really. People these days are all in the gym. They're working on their body these days, especially girls. And if you think about it, the gym doesn't match with the club, because if you like drink a lot in the night, if you stay up late until 2 a.m. in the night, that's gonna impact your physique, right? That's gonna impact your how you feel the next day. You don't want to be hangover going to the gym. So the gym culture has really, really crushed the club scene, and all the people I know that do go to the gym, they're on their workout, and they're working on their booty. They're not going to clubs that much. If they do, it's more like they're going for beer, maybe in sort of like a lounge kind of place. They're not going to. People aren't really going to the traditional clubs anymore, because simply they're working. The gym culture has pretty much, and Instagram has pretty much taken over the West. Um, so yeah, it's sad, but I'm not really like a super hardcore gym guy, but I do see that the reason why the if you are into that kind of things, you wouldn't want to go to the clubs anymore. So that's my take, yeah, of the how it's so difficult living in the West and trying to meet people in the clubs, trying to even have fun in the clubs. No one even have fun anymore in the clubs. So, actually, I want to talk a little bit also about the differences between going to club in Brazil and in the West. And So why are people in Brazil still going to clubs? The fitness scene in Brazil is actually very big, especially in Rio, but also in São Paulo. And it's huge. I mean, you can see what in Portuguese is called academia. So gym. That's called a gym is very very good in São Paulo. Um, and there's a lot of people going there. There's a lot of girls going there. There's a lot of men going there as well, and a lot of beautiful women going there. I would say, um, I'd say that uh, Brazilians all love to have a good physique for sure, and a lot of Brazilians also very naturally have a good physique, and they don't. It's they don't really need that much of effort compared to like other people. But there's still people are still going to clubs in city like São Paulo, um, Rio. There's a little bit less, but um, and mainly because it's part of the culture. I think it's part of the you're going there to have fun, right? And I just don't I never felt it was as cringy as as sometimes as like lame. It wasn't lame, like when I go to a club in London, for example, it's like I just so feel so bored of it. The music is like so commercial. It's nothing original about the music. People dancing like they're just like they're either too drunk and just dancing like not like crazy, or the music is so loud you cannot talk to anybody. And in Brazil, you know, there's so many people that you can meet. Also, like you can, the atmosphere is fun. The whole vibe is just interesting. That was my experience. Cover chargers or prices in Brazil, in São Paulo especially, are not cheap, and especially if you consider that the salaries compared to the West, right? So you expected to pay, something like $50 sometimes even to go to a fancy club. But the thing is also that the good thing is that a lot of them include drinks. So it can go up to 300 reais very easily sometimes. And also, yeah, so people do spend a lot, and that's a part of the culture. Gym culture have never taken over.